We are doing.
We are doing in the fall now.
Good.
Doing. Y'all ready for this change of weather?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I like it.
It's
I
fall.
like it.
do.
I'm
Don't
expecting
like it.
My hips don't like it, but I like it.
I don't like it.
I like it because this is the weather.
There's too much body to be covering up.
You silly. Oh, I hear you, girl. All right. Well, I'm always hot, so I like this kind of weather. This is right up the alley that I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable, but I do hate that I have to get like all of my preventive shots now, flu and all those things like that because we can ready to go into the season. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to get together with you ladies because I think that I always like to hear little things of tidbits of how to fight, common body ailments, infections.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We really, we really are fortunate that we're all here healthy. We came out of COVID, and COVID was not nothing to tease about. You know what I mean? I'm gonna knock on some wood because I never had it. I hope this wood is this wood. Probably this wood. That I never got COVID. But that was a battle, wasn't it? And how many years did COVID go on? Was it 2 years?
Almost, yeah, 2.5.
They said it's coming back.
COVID is still here.
Oh yeah, it's still here. Yeah.
I mean,
the
shutdown was what, 2 years? I just lost track of time.
The pandemic was
2 years.
2 years, okay, 2 years. 2 years of like and being shut in. And I mean, you guys, weren't you taking all different kind of things to keep your immune system up? Because I mean, I still do it now. Like I'm sitting in front of me.
I know. I'm like, I have my. See, this is the best episode because my throat is kind of itchy. I'm like, give me what
I see you got your pen.
Girl, stop playing. I gotta pass it down to my children. Y'all.
It's funny.
Insurance is expensive.
And then at the season age, don't things just hurt you for no reason whatsoever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your feet, your feet be hurting just for no reason. You ain't got no sock or shoe on or nothing, but your feet just hurt.
It's called plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, they have a name for that one. So you gotta go get checked.
I got a new doctor.
Simple as brushing your teeth and like, oh, my back went out. Oh my God! Like you do a certain move.
I had to switch doctors. I got a new doctor.
Yeah.
Got a new doctor.
Yeah, TikTok.
Boom.
Oh,
Let me tell you something, Auntie. I don't think I've ever had insurance. This body is run by like Jesus Christ and traditions because I don't go to the doctor. I gotta call somebody to help me at all times. I think I cured COVID with like my grandma told me to make some white milk, some honey milk. It worked. All right. I was like, it worked, Grandma. I don't got COVID anymore.
I really miss my grandma because my grandma she was an old Southern lady, you know what I mean? And they had an answer for everything, anything that hurt you and put together. Now, some of it, I think that it was toxic and your body just fought it off and you just, because I just remember, I know when my brother Tony hear this, he's going to start laughing. But every time if you told my grandma that you was hurt and she would get a teaspoon of sugar and put some drops of turpentine on it. And I'm talking about turpentine.
Yeah. Turpentine was them.
Yeah. And it removed like soreness and stuff from you. One time she went out in the backyard because I was trying to change the oil in my car when I was a single person, not know what I was doing. And you're supposed to open that cap when the car is hot. So all the oils was spilling out and I slipped and hit my elbow. So my grandma went out, got some dirt, put some vinegar in it, wrapped my arm up in this, and but by the end of the day, my arm felt better. You know what I mean? So those are old little tricks she used to tell us to do. And but we lived through it. We was healthy, you know what I mean? But I just miss her because I miss her for all the little things that she used to, do for us. So tell us.
Our kitchen is supposed to be our doctor.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. Your food's supposed to be your doctor. You're not supposed to be really be taking, any extra things. But What do y'all think about like the cold season coming, like getting colds and flus and stuff? What y'all do?
I ain't got no insurance, auntie, so I just be praying. I'm like, I'll be praying and telling people to stay away. I'm like, you look kind of sick, bounce. Like, don't, and I just isolate myself. When I'm at work, I'm in a little corner by myself. I'm like,
That
oh
is
my
the
God,
first
coughing.
remedy. Stay over there. Don't be talking.
Just be me.
In my cube. Do y'all do anything different?
The first thing I've always done, even prior to COVID, is washing my hands. I'm just a big proponent of making sure
I hope
that.
everybody doing that.
Huh?
I said, I hope everybody doing that.
No, well, you'd
Not
be
everybody.
surprised.
That's why they had to tell us, auntie, to do it. There's
That's why,
reminding us.
and that is why there were so many people that did not have the flu and did not have the common cold when we were in the thick of COVID, because everyone was being extra careful to make sure. People wet their fingers, but they don't wash their hands. And I know this because I was afraid I was going to lose my job, because January, prior to COVID, the girl came in the bathroom. She came out the stall. I don't know if you used the bathroom or not, because the toilets flush automatically. But I know if you walk to the sink and you just do your fingers under the water like that, you're not washing your hands.
They do it.
So I said to her, sweetheart, I need you to come back. And what the least you can do is sing the birthday song.
That's
It is
what I do.
It is something coming our way, and we're not going to be ready for it, because I have been watching everything that was going on in China. And when you work in the financial industry, those ticker tapes and all that stuff is running all day long in the background at the office. And I knew something was coming, and I had been watching. You better be prepared. And so you start there, just the basic common washing your hands for 20 to 30 seconds is going to save a lot. Keeping your hands out your face. Just things like that. I love my grandchildren dearly, but my mom ain't kissing you because you look like you got a bump on them. I'm good. So we got to wipe your hands off. We got to scrub your hands. And when you start there, it's going to make a huge difference, right? When you're sneezing, and we teach them just the common stuff, right? Because it could just be allergies. You could get some dust in your nose. It don't have to be that big. But, you know, my mom used to give us Scott's emulsion when we were growing up.
Olive oil.
That is so
Olive oil. Oh my God.
I hated it. And it was white and thick and pasty, and she used to call it love. And she'd be like, okay, come get your tablespoon of love.
How you gonna say no? I would just be crying.
But that olive oil slid everything out. And you know,
listen, that and some castor oil, and you put it in your juice, and anything you got, infection, cold, all of that is coming out. But you know, even for myself now, I do a few little things. I make my tea every day, or I make it by a pitcher so I can have it hot or cold. Ground turmeric, ground ginger, honey, and lemon. If I want to add a tea bag in there, I can throw a tea bag in there, get a little extra flavor or whatever. But that I make it by the pitcher. Before I go to bed at night, I'll just drink a cup. If I wake up first thing in the morning, it's my detox tea. So things like that help to kind of ward off, and you find out whatever else you need with fresh pressed juices or whatever, and you just keep fighting and pushing forward.
Well, we hearing all your secret remedies over there. Celeste, you got any secret remedies you be using?
Not really secret. I've been doing elderberry.
That's
I did
really
that
good.
the whole thing,
That's
elderberry.
really
But my new thing now is castor oil. When I tell
Castor
you,
oil?
I'm using that castor oil.
Castor oil.
I'm putting the castor oil in the belly button. I'm rubbing it down with you. Look, I couldn't have no man right there because I'm gonna slip right out his hands because I beat castor oil down.
I use castor oil on my scalp.
It's good for your skin.
Yeah.
And
Don't tell me that. I'll write this down. Castor oil.
And
I
that
just,
castor
when
oil
you
in the
say
belly
castor
button,
oil, I just thought about when I was a kid that was another thing that parents would give
They
me.
would make you. That's what I thought of. I'm like, my grandma used it.
I snapped out of my mind for a second, but I use castor oil too. I use the cold press one for my head, for my body.
I got that from you.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you got issues with your hair and your hair is thinning and things like that, you know, that's it's almost like an emollient for your scalp. You know what I mean? So make sure you get the cold press one. the cold
Yeah,
press.
they put it in a lot of hair products. Yep, that's for
Yeah.
I've
sure.
been using the black
But we-
castor oil, a
Mhm.
drop or two in my belly button. I'm just gonna tell you,
What's that
I'm
for?
not no
Yes,
doctor.
I read today.
I'm not no doctor, so don't
What's
come
that
at me.
for?
I don't know, but it clear in the morning, I feel lighter. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
I be lighter in the morning.
No, that's right. Oh my gosh. And
Janta,
she-
tell us some of yours.
Well, I got a list, y'all. Stop playing because I called my grandma. Because you know what? I think that's how I got your nephew. Because one time when we were first starting the date, I remember he told me like the baby's fever was like 100 and something. Him and his mom could not figure it out. I'm like, give a Dominican 5 minutes. I'll be there. I got there. I grabbed that little boy. I was like, let's go take a shower. I put, here it is, vapor rub and socks on your boy. Like I'm talking.
Oh yeah.
Put them socks on him. Lay him down. I want to talk to his dad. I didn't even have time to go smooch on the dad when the kid was good. And I was like, Grandma, I just met the love of my life and I saved this son. I'll call you later.
She's
I
funny.
was like, man, I'm about to save this little boy's life. You owe me for life. I'm gonna remind us that every time, like, you was a goner, and I came and I saved you like an angel.
Wait a
said-
minute, Jasmine. I'm not making fun of you, but I thought she was getting ready to tell me something I didn't know.
No,
Just say,
Yeah, that fixes that.
Vapor rub is the socks. You gotta put it at the bottom of their feet.
Yeah.
oh, we know, we know,
Yeah.
Jasmine.
Put that
We know.
there. My grandma said, because my grandma, you see her walking around and you think it's an apple. It's not an apple. She eats red onions like that. My grandma is
Eat
also.
garlic.
Onion
too.
on your bottom of your feet, pull
Yeah,
fever.
it draws everything.
Yeah.
My grandma is a runner. Like that woman is just pure steel. I'm like, girl, you eating apples? What is that? She's just eating that. She
I
told
know.
me about charcoal and milk. We
Yeah.
use that a lot, or when it be poison your dogs. So we use that. And the best one, the film on the rice. You know when you cooking rice and it's got
Yeah.
that little gooey film? Don't
Yeah.
come with a stomachache. Take a sip of that. Gone in seconds.
The
Gone.
starch.
Wow.
That's the starch you're
I did not know that. I was
What's
like,
It's the starch.
What is
I
that
did
for
not
though?
if you have stomach aches, like your
Oh,
stomach
yeah, I
is
didn't know that.
girl.
I
it's good.
also have a stomach
The juice from the peaches is good when your stomach is if your stomach is upset.
It's like I took a spoonful and it was like immediately. I was like, "Oh, grandma, you a witch?" I don't like it. It scares me. It scares me. I like it, but then I'm like, shit. She can't come around here. Grandma,
Grandma got
I'll
all
tell you stuff. You know, the stuff on the door. Hey, one time this is how I know she's on some weird stuff. She said, "I'm gonna put something on the door," and I remember like I had a few friends that wouldn't come in. These are friends that live in my house almost. They would not come in. My grandma's like, because I put that thing on the door. I was like, girl, what you talking like vinegar or something? Like apples. I was like, she's making stuff up.
She's talking about spells, y'all.
I don't know what she was talking about. She's like, I put some apple cider. So I was like, in my door, that's why it smells weird. They probably like Jasmine's house stinks. And that's why they didn't come in. You over here
But
thinking
that's a good idea. Keep off unwanted spirits out there.
That's what she said. It was supposed to be for like
on top of your
bad stuff.
front door. Keisha.
I'm a believer because that rice stuff works. So I was like, I'll believe anything you tell me. That's as that rice stuff works. But I'm trying to tell you.
So some quick things that I do, and it's not about being sick, but this is about having bowel movement. So what I have done is salt, yeah, sea salt, warm water, stay close to the bathroom.
Yes.
Put it in the warm water. And then, yes, that will make you
Do
have
that
a
make
bowel
your
movement.
stomach right?
Also,
No, because it works like
well, it
Epsom
will.
salt. It works like Epsom salt.
Yeah, and but you need, it should be on an empty stomach. You should do it in the morning, but you should be home. Plan on being home. Just plan on being home. But it works. Also, something that works, and this is another quick thing that I've done, is if I had the hiccups, I always take a spoonful of sugar. It works every time, and it takes the hiccups away.
For real?
For real.
I'm gonna have hiccups. I hate that, man.
Yeah, a spoonful of sugar. And lastly, like you ladies, the castor oil. And I remember this quick story of when I was pregnant with my son and I wasn't feeling well. And my mother-in-law, she gave me castor oil. And I'd rather take a beating. I really would, the castor oil. Some juice and stuff to help my stomach. Then after the fact, she said, "Oh, I forgot. I'm not supposed to give that to pregnant
No,
women.
you're not.
Oh,
Set
That is
up.
just in the
and
labor.
I was like, oh my God, I feel worse. She said, I forgot I wasn't supposed to give it to pregnant women. But castor oil growing up, that was the one thing you had to take. But like again, just spank me. I'd rather be sick. I just rather be sick than to have that. But
So I'm
that
gonna
was
tell
it.
y'all a couple
Um,
things I do for my face, okay? Because I actually suffer with rosacea. People wouldn't know, but I do. Yeah, I get like, they're not just the red patches, they're just like these bumps that you get that are not like really bumps, and they're very, very painful. So because of that, I have to I can't use traditional face washes. So one thing I do use before I start anything, I take castor oil and put all over my face, okay? Then I take a warm towel and put it on my face. So after I do that, I wash it off with never hot water, but lukewarm water, because hot water has a tendency to cause scarring. I don't know if y'all know that. If you wash your face with hot water, you can have scarring. So I use that. Then after that, I take a little bit of shea butter, okay, and I put it on my face, and I let that sit for like an hour. Now, I don't do this every night. I do this like once a week, because it's like a deep moisturizer to my face. Then from there, I actually do a massage to it. Then I rinse it off, and then I dab my face with peroxide. Because peroxide is your toner. You know what I mean? It tones your skin, not alcohol, peroxide. And I just had this conversation with my sister yesterday. I don't care if we are people of color, you need moisturizer. You need moisturizer. You do. And you need a FS50 or higher. Yes. So I make sure that I moisturize. And this may sound old-timey, but I still use oil of Olay for moisturizing my face. The non-oily, greasy one, So that's what I do for my face. Now, it's really important, and then I'll let somebody else go because they may have more, is the health of your gums. You can have really nice teeth and you can have poor health in your gums. So I actually learned this from this old dentist I used to have. But every morning I pour half of the peroxide out and put half of the Listerine in there, and I gargle with that every morning. And you would not believe it keeps the health of your gums. Wow. And it tastes pretty good.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have peroxide and have Listerine as well. Yeah. And I also do the oil spitting, which also helps.
I like oil pulling.
Yeah, oil pulling. That's what it's called.
I like oil pulling. I do that.
So, yeah, so then that helps a lot. It helps with the breath. It helps with the gums. And just a lot of natural remedies over the years. Like I said, parents, when Keisha talked about the sea salt and the warm water, we always did it with the Epsom salt. And so Epsom salt would be that diuretic and that laxative for you. And so, that's what my grandmother did, for decades and decades. And so just those little things that just kind of, I've been fortunate because I've been able to ward off high blood pressure, and I'm not pre-diabetic. I don't have any of those issues. I just got fat. So mostly menopausal. But
let me say one more thing about menopause, because menopause is our friend, right? Menopause is usually not that kind, especially in the first couple of years you have it. Like, I've been in it for 11 plus years. But what I do for menopause is I watch the amount of caffeine, because I noticed that if I have a soda, which I rarely do, but tea, because a lot of tea has caffeine in it. Oh, I'm high flash mama, for real. I'm burning up. But the more water you take in, the less high flashes, less caffeine, less sugar, more water. Controls hot flashes. It really does. They're not our friend, y'all. They just make us say, Lord have mercy.
That's true.
Why are we going through it? Yeah. But less water. And I had to find black cohosh. I take that too.
Yeah.
I take that too.
Yeah, see,
So
I'm fortunate. I don't have the sweats. I do have the flashes, but I don't get the sweats.
I don't sweat
And-
either, Chauncey, but I'm burning up. I'm burning up. Like, but I
And
say
I-
never joke people, because what you joke somebody, like, oh, it's coming back to you. Like,
Oh yeah.
I used to joke my mother-in-law, and she used to be, God rest her soul, because I loved her tremendously. But she used to get like a full beard at the bottom, and I used to tell Keith, tell your mom to come over here so I can outline her beard. So now, I'm the one getting this freaking beard, long
He
side,
laughing at you like,
mustache. Oh, he laughed all the time. So, if you get hair under here, this is your hormonal section of your body. It's telling you that your hormones is off, and most of our hormones going to be off because we're going into menopause. But I will recommend this: do not pluck, wax, because plucking only makes your hair go ingrown. So do not pluck or wax.
causes all that pain.
Yeah, I have a whole lot of different remedies because I have an old spirit,
That's good.
and I do. But when it comes to hair, y'all, I think I'm the guru of that. I could tell you if something going on with hair,
Lip stuff.
You are. That you are.
I could tell you.
Well,
I can tell you about that.
I heard somebody talk about inflammation, so I'm gonna switch my remedy because my little practice, because I've been doing cucumber and pineapple, and that pineapple juice in it is so messy. So I'm gonna switch to turmeric and see if that works. For
Turmeric
me.
is
The turmeric
really,
is
really
excellent
good.
for
It's just
inflammation.
nasty.
Yeah.
It is so nice.
Well, get the turmeric pill though, because you make sure you get the pill with the pepper in it, and see if that works for you. If you still have issues, then go and get the turmeric and get and make it
When I don't,
an option.
and when I don't use the root, I buy the drops and I drop it in
Yeah.
the water
Mhm.
to make the tea.
Yeah.
And now it stains. Turmeric stains.
Does.
So
It
So when you
just
go to
be
the
mindful.
bathroom and you see it, you be like, "Ooh, what?"
It does stain, but it really is good for you. So I have felt
I
the
live by
difference.
it. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I
no one
use
told
the soap.
What no one told me was that menopause also causes joint pain. I kept trying to figure out where the joint pain was coming from, because I work out, I do Pilates, and I'm like, but I still got these
And
achy
but the
joints.
doctor, when I brought that up to the doctor, they didn't. They seemed to think that I was wrong. But I was like, but don't I see that it causes joint pain? No, that's not it. I was like,
Nope.
But they
okay.
want
Nope,
to give
that's
you a
exactly.
pill. That's what they want to do, is get you a pill.
No, because I wind up going to a rheumatoid doctor, because I was like, am I getting arthritis early? What is the case? And so when they did that, he was like, no, these are the side effects of your menopause. These are other side effects. And I was
Give
like,
me my copay.
so I'm just like, well, no, because for me, it's good for me to go, because that's preventative for me. My husband just asked me the other day, like, how many doctors are you seeing a year? I'm like, babe, it's hard because I go for preventative care. You don't know, seriously, because I think it was a tax thing or whatever, but I go for preventative. So I'm like, that's why I said, I'm not going because I'm sick. It's not that. I'm going because what's this? Not, I'm paranoid. I just want to make sure and ward it off. So I'm glad when they tell me things like, oh yeah, this is a side effect of the menopause. I'm not happy, but I'm glad, because then that means that it's not this. I can try and do this, but the turmeric has just been,
I'm
and
gonna try.
the ginger has just been wonderful. So ginger, honey, turmeric, and lemon, knock yourself out.
Well, I think that when this episode come out, I'll list some of the remedies we put down. So this was a great episode, and joining me tonight is
It's your girl Celeste, and I'm gonna try to be as healthy as I can after this episode.
that's right.
This is your girl Chauncey. Take care of yourself. Find out what you can. Take care of that body. It's the only one you get.
Jaslyn, I'm just still don't got insurance, so I'm gonna just keep taking your advice.
This is your girl Keisha. Make sure you move your body daily.
That's a really good one too.
That's major.
Y'all had some really good ones. So I'm your girl Kimmy. Have a good week on purpose, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Take care.